What's up, Internet? This is Rambling Josh, and you're watching another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy Tactics. Let's take a quick look at our job points now that, well, we've fought a couple of battles. With Ramza, I want to teach him Earth Slash, which is one of my favorite monk abilities, actually. And that is probably about it. Oh, he unlocked the Mediator class. I guess from some splashover stuff. And Brett has unlocked Samurai. He needs 160 more JP to learn Blade Grasp, so I'm going to keep Tim as a Samurai at least long enough for Brett to unlock that. But it should line up more or less with when he gets enough JP to learn Two Hands. So that works out pretty well. Oracle, can't learn anything. Well, he can learn Blind, but Blind is terrible. Ninja. I want to teach her Two Swords next. So she's got a little ways to go. And Liza, she doesn't have anything she can learn. Also, since we cleared the Yardo Fort City, this new shop is available. And the items in shops around the world have updated. Gold staff is useless. Gold hairpin, that's pretty good for casters. Well, how does that compare to Holy Miter? I'll buy a couple of them, but I want to keep using the Holy Miter for its magic attack +1. A couple sprint shoes. Ooh. I should buy a bracer, but those are really expensive, so I'm not going to get one yet. At some point, also, it's fairly important that you buy a chameleon robe. Well, it could be. I don't personally feel that I need to buy one, but you probably should. Why? I will go over, I guess, probably 2 episodes from now. But for the time being, let us go to the Yugo Woods. Let's stack up on one side. This is an interesting fight. I don't know if I would call it hard, but if things go wrong, it can be very hard. How many enemies are there? 7? What's interesting about this fight is that all the enemies here are floating and they're all undead. Floating doesn't really do a whole lot of anything for them. But being undead means that you can kill them with healing, which is always kind of handy. Yeah, whatever. Go do whatever, Rafa. The thing that makes this fight tricky is that there are a lot of enemy mages here. So you can encounter a ton of bad spells. The AT even look like. So, oh, Haste 2. Why would you cast Haste 2 on yourself? I don't know. I was hoping Ramza would be able to just get in on that haste, but it is going to take a very long time for the haste to go off. So let's just get cheer up on him. I guess the one thing that the floating does is that it actually makes it so that you can't be that you can't use Earth Slash. Not that that's that big an impediment, but whatever. Kill her off easy enough. That's the one thing about this fight is that everything dies really, really easily. And because of that, that's a big part of why this fight probably isn't going to be that hard. That's very sloppy. And those little ghost things in the middle, they don't tend to be too hard. They don't have much health. And their damage isn't particularly high. Just accumulate. I believe the thunder... Was it a thunder? I don't know why I'm saying thunder. No, it was in fact a fire through. Let's go down right there. So, I don't want to step right there since that would be in the fire. And as we all know, standing in the fire is bad. Can I shoot him from here? Can indeed. One thing that's actually interesting about this fight is oracles, they have life drain, which drains health. And I can't actually honestly recall off the top of my head how drain life interacts with undead enemies, but for some reason I have it in my head that it does a lot of damage. Either it does crazy amounts of damage to the undead target, or it does damage to you. I can't actually remember. But there you go. Wow, that was kind of pathetic. And I really could care less what you do to Rafa. Ice 4. Nice thing about having a really big range on an attack like Ice 4 is that you can hit from really far away. Although that damage is kind of pathetic. Ah, he has a white rope, that is why. Let's not stand there since Don't Move is going off momentarily. I don't think I actually have a way of healing Don't Move. Think of it. I guess I could always just kill her and prevent it from going off in the first place. Meh, that wouldn't have killed her anyways, even if both attacks hit. Did you really just teleport into Don't Move range? These ghosts are kind of weird because they have teleport ability. I wonder if it's... Are you gonna move sometime? Thank you. I don't know if it's actually considered a movement ability, or it's just something they have innately. I guess it's... What's it say in their monster description? Floating ghost that never dies. Teleport. Counter abilities. Blah 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 blah. Basically, the way teleport works, actually you can learn teleport as a time mage. Teleport. Moving too far will end in failure. Teleport's kind of weird because technically it lets you move anywhere on the map, but the farther you go, the lower chance of the teleport actually succeeding. Kind of like the description says. So with these ghosts, even though it says that, like, if you examine it, says they can move over the entire map, if you look at their thing, it says move 5. I don't think they will ever actually try and move more than 5 squares at once. That's just the way their AI works, is that they won't risk a failed teleport. can actually probably kill one of these things off with an explosion. These things have low enough health that I can one-shot them. Is that this fellow? Yes, it is. Let's try. Where are those fire 3s going off? One's right there. Oh, there's one. Rafa, okay. Wonder if I can. Let's just put a fire on this guy. %2 hit chance. I love Blade Grasp. It's so abusive, but I love it. Not bad damage, Rafa. Not bad. I did a little bit of damage to the wizard, but I wouldn't have been able to kill him anyways. That could be a nasty fire 3 though, it's on 3 people. It wasn't terrible. My Oracle might be in a little bit of trouble though. And this wizard might be dead. Or it could do 47 damage. That's the one thing about enemy casters, is they don't tend to be set up as optimally as they could be. Let's get some cheering up on Jessica. I mean, cheering up my Oracle so much that I've forgotten that she's not quite at max yet. Let's see about killing off this Time Mage. Let's attack from the front, so just in case I do crit, it won't knock her back since her back is to the tree. That's an odd name, Tensburger. 109 is a lot of damage. It is enough to kill off Ramza, but I somehow doubt that you won't actually get the chance to use it. Let's look at the AT list. Unfortunately, Brett can't actually move, so I should just accumulate. I kill you with my gun! He can't move, but I might be able to reach this guy. As you might have surmised by now, by the fact that a level 1 spell is doing like 200 damage to these things, ghost enemy thingies are weak to fire. And Raph's probably gonna kill him. It's kind of funny actually, she's been incredibly more useful with her staff than she has been using her heaven magic. Yay, Finks down! I guess you could probably use those to kill off enemies too, actually, come to think of it. I don't know. I won't say that Phoenix Downs don't actually inflict death, though. They just do a large amount of damage. I could be wrong, though. And I got a bit of extra time, so I might as well take a look at my stuff. He is a monk, right? Spin Fist would be good, except that it doesn't affect enemies that have a vertical difference of like even 0.5 height. So it's not too often you can actually do anything with it. I don't really have anything else that's good, so I might as well equip it now. Oracle, teach him Spell Absorb. That lets him absorb enemies' MP, so that can be handy for keeping him going. Oop. Samurai 503. At this rate, it's looking like he's probably actually going to learn 2 hands before Brett gets to 700 JP. Not a big deal though. And unfortunately Remedy and Elixir are very expensive abilities to learn, so she's going to be a chemist for a while yet. It's not the end of the world though. And you know what, let's go back to Yardo Fort City. And I will buy a chameleon robe just for demonstrational purposes. And with that, I leave you here for today on Let's Play Final Fantasy Tactics. Catch you later.